Welcome to Ask and Learn.
Okay, so we have an algorithm right here, and we want to first go through this algorithm for this polynomial right here. So this is a classic thing that programmers sometimes do, which is basically tracing the variables as we go through this algorithm. So before we even start though, we have to define what a sub naught is, and c. So c is just 2 and a sub naught is just 1. C is 2 because this is the starting value of x that we want. So we have y is set to be a sub naught, so that's 1. Power is set to be 1, so that's also going to be 1. So then in our first loop of this, we have power is 1, y is 1, and I is going to be 1. So now we will start this step now. So power is going to be power times by c. So power times by c, so that will just be 1 times 2, so that will be 2. Y is equal to y plus a sub I times by power. So we have I is equal to 1. So a sub 1 would be 1 times by the power, which is 2 now. So this is y. So the previous one, so that will be 1 plus by a sub 1, so that's 1, times by the power, which is 2. So then this is 1 plus 1 times 2, so that's 3. And because these things don't change, this becomes 2 and 1. And I, because we're now going to the next step, we have I is equal to 2. So now power is power times by c. So 2 times by c, so that's 2 times 2, so that gives you 4. Y becomes 3 plus by a sub I, and I is 2, so a sub 2, so that's 3, times by the power, which is 4. So this is 3 plus by 12, so this is just 15. And then we exit and we return y. So we have 15. Now we want to see how many multiplications and additions are used to evaluate a polynomial of degree n at x is equal to c. So once again, we just have to look at how many multiplications and additions are being performed. So in this line right here, we have 1 multiplication, and in this step, we have 1 multiplication and 1 addition. So in total, so this is 2. So then this line right here, in total, has 3 operations. And we perform this n times because we're going from 1 to n. So then this is going to be 3 times by n, which is just 3n. So since we're performing orders, we want to, so the order of operations is order n. But since we want to figure out how many additions and multiplications individually, if we see here, we have one multiplication and 1 multiplication here. So this 3 operations is really split up into 2 multiplications and 1 addition. So this whole thing will be 1 addition. This whole thing will be a first power or multiplication, and this will be a second multiplication. So then we repeat this whole step n times. So in total, this will be 2 to the n multiplications, and this is just 1 times n addition, which is just n additions.